Hi beauties, let's dive right into this soft glam look. Right now you're seeing me doing skin prep. Skincare is very important. I'm cleansing the model skin and using a toner to restore some pH balance. And then I also sprayed her face with this hydration tool from Mario Tedesco. I think I pronounced that right. And we're going to seal that in with a moisturizer. It's also important to know that I did allow each product time to absorb into her skin. As part of the skin prep, I am also moisturizing her lips. So now let's get into the makeup. I'm using this Benefit Professional Primer. It's mattifying because my model does have oily skin, and I am pressing that product into areas where she's the most oiliest. Now people also know me for my brows, so you see me here using a brow tool just to clean up the brow hairs and remove them from unwanted areas. We do not want unwanted brow hairs interfering with the makeup application. And we know that our brows are not twins, but they're sisters. But me being the arch expert that I am, I do try to make them twins. And we also know that brows frame and shape the face. So I am taking my time to make sure that her brows are symmetrical. And I chose to use the MAC Pro Cream Foundations. It does have a long wear. And I combined 2 colors to get her foundation match. And it's also important to note that this is buildable. So I'm adding a little bit more, and I'm using my Real Techniques foundation brush, just to press that product into her skin. I'm not painting a wall, but her face is a canvas, but I am pressing that product into her face, so you don't have to worry about brush strokes or brush streaks. Now I'm highlighting her T-zone area using the Born This Way Too Faced Concealer. And I am pressing that into her skin. And you guys can see that this look is already coming together. Now I'm going into the e.l.f. cream bronzers. And I'm using using the bronzer as a contour tool. This particular dual-ended brush I think I got from the crayon case many years ago. And I'm going back and forth between the brushes just to make sure that everything is nice and blended. I'm adding a little bit more of her highlighting concealer just to sculpt her face. Now I'm adding some setting powder to prevent any creasing. Starting with the under eyes and then around the perimeter of her face. So here I'm using a pressed powder just to set the rest of the makeup. And using that same highlighting setting powder just to further sculpt and bake just a little. It's important to note not all skin can bake because you don't want to dry it out. Now we're moving on to the eyeshadow. I'm using P. Louise, I think that's Rumor number 2 eyeshadow base. And I'm using a light color because I know I want to use some pinks. And I don't want to use an eyeshadow base that is dark because it will alter the look of the lighter eyeshadow color that I want to use. So I'm sculpting and shaping out the brows, and I'm pressing that product in. And this, I'm just going to touch up the brows using the Precisely My Brow pencil from Benefit. There is a spoolie on the end of that pencil, but just for sanitary purposes, I use the disposable spoolies. She's doing her own little self-check there, guys. Now I'm going into the eyeshadow using the Berries palette from Juvia's Place, and this is very pigmented. As I'm tapping on the product, I'm pressing it onto the eyelids, and I'm also pressing it in a way to shape it out, to sculpt it out according to her eye shape. You have to be a thinker as a makeup artist. You want to work smarter and not harder. Now I'm going into the Warriors 2 palette, and I'm using a little bit of the black just to add some depth and dimension to the eye look. And just a little, guys, just a little bit of black. Going back into the Berries palette to use that pink. And just making sure that everything blends. Next, I'm going to be picking up this Morphe palette and just using that shimmer, and I'm pressing or tapping that shimmer onto the pink. And now I am going underneath her brow and neutralizing it with a shadow that is more closer to her skin tone, because we want to make this look flawless. And then now you'll see me go back and forth between the eyeshadows, reinforcing colors that I may have lost. And now I'm using the Bad Girl Bang pencil. This is waterproof, and I'm just adding a little bit of liner. As you can see, I'm lifting up the lid just to make sure that I am covering or tight lining, at least on the upper lid, using that eyeliner pencil. And now I'm in her waterline underneath and in her inner corner. I like using the pencil because you don't have to worry about fallout if you was to go and use a black shadow, since you've already done the foundation. And now I'm smoking out the under eye, making it connect and cohesive with the upper eyelid. And as you can see, this is really coming together quite nicely. I apologize that my model is chewing gum. I didn't realize that she was chewing gum. But it doesn't matter because she's still fly. Going back and reinforcing the colors. And I'm doing a little sculpting using the setting powder. And then I'll take a brush as I press and swipe away all the excess. And now I'm just going back and reinforcing the bronzing, making sure that All areas of her face is blended. And we're going to go straight into the blush using Juvia's Place. This is extremely pigmented. You can tap the pan, but tap some excess on you. Tap the brush on the back of your hand to remove the excess, because you can build. And I'm blending 2 blushes together. Now I'm adding a little highlight. Get those cheeks glowing, a little on the bridge of her nose and the tip of her nose, adding the highlight there. Now we're going to go into the Bad Girl Bang mascara, because I will be attaching some false lashes. And I'm using this tool here just to make sure that I don't have any mistakes when I do the lower lashes, when I add mascara onto the lower lashes. It's not necessary, but I saw it and I wanted to try it. Now I'm going to add my dual lash glue. This one has aloe, ophthalmologist tested, so it's safe for the eyes. I like to put the glue on the lash line as well as attach it to the false lash band. I let it dry down a little bit, and it makes the eyelash application seamless and quick. Now it's time to go to those lips. I'm using a MAC pencil. I think this is the shade Night Moth, which is like a burgundy. And then I'll go in using that NYX. It's a matte lipstick, liquid lipstick. And I'm just gonna ombre it. And then I'll finish the lip off using a lip gloss that I got from Morphe. And it's just like a pink shade for the lip. And this model has some lovely lips and teeth, guys. Now I'm just cleaning it up using the remaining foundation that was on that brush. You can use foundation or you can use concealer, but whatever you use, just make sure that it matches your model's skin tone. And now you see me adding the gloss. And when we had a close-up, you can see that the model does have texture. But her makeup is flawless, although there is some texture on the skin. And now we're going to finish off the look using some setting spray from Urban Decay and One Size. Letting that dry, or helping it to dry using my fan there. And this is the final look, guys. I hope you like it because I love it. Thanks for watching. Make sure that you subscribe, hit that notification bell. And I'll see you guys in the next video. As you can see, she's feeling herself, and I'm feeling her too, because she looks amazing.